Going on to you, Aquarius. So you have the Moon, Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, the Hanged Man, the King of Cups, the Empress, the Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and last but not least, the King of Pentacles. A lot of you Aquarius, there's a lot of Cancer crab energy in this. The Moon, the Wheel of Fortune. The Moon is naturally ruled over by Cancer crabs. A lot of Pisces influence here. All right, so for you, Aquarius, you have the Moon, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. A lot of things that, and specifically a lot of thoughts that you had, perceptions, presumptions that you had in the past, they don't work anymore. You're changing, right? And now that you're changing, becoming better, a lot of the thought processes that used to hold you back, how you used to think about certain things, you used to think about yourself, you used to think about getting to know other people, is changing. Changing for your own empowerment, of course. The Moon represents how you realize why it is that you Aquarius are the way that you are a little bit more. You realize why it is that sometimes you have to be isolated, and why it is that sometimes you Aquarius can be with other people as a group, right? Namely friends, potentially even loved ones, people that you could be getting to know. And the reason why is because you Aquarius understand that, well, you don't really have to be hugged up with somebody all the time. The Wheel of Fortune and the Tower represent, so as a result, because there's some serious metamorphic changes. There's serious changes going on with you. These are three major arcana back to back to back. So this is about how a lot of you just going through some heavy changes because a lot of you Aquarius understand your own value. Like I said, the Wheel of Fortune represents having to understand your own value. And that you're not up underneath any kind of pressure to talk to anybody. You're not obligated to make them feel a certain kind of way. If a person isn't excited to get to know you, why are they wasting their time even trying to talk to you in the first place, right? To do what? Even if they're running a game, they're still wasting their own time. It's not like they could put time up like they could put money up. But then the Tower represents, and this is that epiphany. The Tower doesn't necessarily always happen to mean something being torn away. Tower can represent illusions being torn away. And that a lot of you Aquarius have a bird's eye view, right? A whole new perspective on who you are. Like I said before, like there's no fear anymore when it comes to approaching. There's no anxiety anymore to talk to another person, because a lot of people are lying. A lot of people running game because they're scared. A lot of people think too highly of themselves, and that they really tell you that they don't want to talk to you or whatnot just so that they could get you to try harder. But all of that, all of those games are pretty much done. Like the only types of people who really still playing games at this point are really people who are caught up in their own world. They stuck in a time warp. Like they don't understand the current events of what's going on out here. What's going on out here is people want to be in real relationships now. And the people who are fake and play games and tell people something, especially at a time like this when you could have anything that you want. There's a lane open for any and everybody. For you to still be running games, that everybody's starting to look at it like, if you running games, that's some loser stuff, which it is. The Hanged Man and the King of Cups now is about how a lot of you Aquarius, also, you're not going to feel bad, right? This emotional emotional games that people play, where it's like they project their own dysfunctions onto you because they secretly like you, but they're too messed up to actually be in anything good with you. So the hangman now is about how that emotional baggage, them projecting it onto your Aquarius, doesn't work anymore, right? You're gonna date people, whomever you want, that obviously says yes, but then you're not gonna allow these people to make you feel like you're less than, or make you feel like you're lower because you're talking to somebody. Then the King of Cups represents a lot of you Aquarius are also enjoying your time out here too. You know, your, like I said, your perception on how to be approached, what goes on, it's changed. You know, you Aquarius are a lot less anxious about people rejecting you. And the reason why I'm saying that in the first place is because inevitably that's where it has to go anyway, right? Everyone is going to reach to a point, if they do it enough and they learn, everyone is going to reach to a point where a few people get to, but it's ultimately the same conclusion. And then the Empress now represents, this is where you are. You realize your own value now, right? And I often end up having to go back to this whole value thing, because a lot of you Aquarius really don't seem to understand that people can only run game on you if you allow them to. And how you allow them to run game on you in the first place is by you Aquarius giving these people all of this power. But you're not doing that anymore. A lot of you Aquarius understand the games for what they are. That if people really got it like that, then they're just going to have it like that. But they don't have to do all this flaunting, because a lot of the times they're trying to cover up for something. The Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles now represents, so this is about how a lot of you Aquarius are not going to feel bad or feel guilty about moving forward, because you know the secret. The secret is these people don't really have it like that. They just putting up a front to the world. That's why it is that a lot of times people will call you in the middle of the night, Aquarius, try to ask you for help. That's why it is that they coming back. If they so good, then why are they coming back in the first place if things are so good for them? So the Three of Pentacles is now, and see, this is where the problem is, because the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, you Aquarius are going to make a lot of people upset. Like, you're going to get, if you're not already having it, you have a lot of people whom you don't really worry too much about anymore, because you used to get to know them, or you tried to get to know them romantically, and they wasn't it. You have a lot of these people who really they don't like the fact that you moved on, right? Because maybe they see you enough, right? Maybe they live near you, they see you enough, they may know you well enough, and you're bringing somebody else to the spot that you showed them. And these people are at that spot, restaurant, wherever, you know, gym, wherever, where you are. Now you bringing someone else. You got a +1. And now these people are upset about that, because now the way that they're looking at it is, which is true, they're taking the person who you brought to that spot, it is taking the place of them. And that's true. It is. They are. So the King of Pentacles now represents, so for them, but that's just how it is though. A lot of you Aquarius are realizing that you have to be cold like that, because people will take your kindness for weakness. So let's clarify the King of Pentacles. The Death card, the Six of Cups, told you. The Sun and the Nine of Cups, right? So the Death card, Six of Cups, represents how, obviously, like I said before, people that you used to get to know, they see you out with the next person, whoever it is, and they don't like the fact that you Aquarius are moving forward with your lives. You're not playing, you're actually moving forward. But these people wanted to play this game with you where it was back and forth, wasting time forever and ever and ever in a day, while they don't ever really get it together, and y'all just go through this roller coaster ride. But the Sun and the Nine of Cups, they're surprised at the fact that a lot of you Aquarius are unwilling to go through this roller coaster ride with them, because you Aquarius understand your value. You're not playing around with them. You will replace someone if they act up.